Actually, I to be very honest, I don't think I need to ask questions because I think it's sort of it, like a true story.
You think
I
it's true?
really feel it's a true. Yes, I feel it's a true story because it's 1999 and there is no GPS and you are in some other place away from your home. So I think the probability is much, much higher.
Welcome to the Powerminds Channel, your go-to channel for meeting inspirational people. And today is a special edition. We have a double pack. We have not only PowerMind, Shivi. Welcome to you.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here, and I'm just excited of what we are going to do today.
Yes, it will be fun. That's the double pack. And we have also a great tool today. Shivi and I are going to play Would I Lie to You version PowerMind. And at the same time, we're going to feature a great tool that is creating an enormous buzz on the internet, creators community, which is Uppbeat.io. So we're going to feature great sounds from Uppbeat.io. And we're going to involve you, the viewers, to actually play with us. Would I Lie to You? And we're going to feature great stories of our life. Let me quickly introduce yourself, Shivi. I want to feature you today because you are such an inspiring power mind. You actually are a multifaceted and talented business professional in many domains, and you're currently working as a project manager in the learning and development industry.
That's
and
right.
You have skills, they're so broad. You do project management, you do stakeholder management, you do budgeting, vendor management. It's like, wow. And in your stories we're going to hear today, I think you're going to also introduce some of your life.
Yeah.
So as a management consultant, I have to travel to many different client sites every week. And once I traveled to a completely wrong destination.
Okay, cool. For my first question is, was this in France or was this somewhere in UK when you went to do
Yes,
your
in
I
the
recall
UK. It was
yes,
in the
some
UK in
okay, it was
1999 or something like that. Long time ago.
okay, it is a long
Yeah.
time ago. Okay. My second question would be, did you have your cell phone with you? Because I know a
Yes,
story
I
of
had. I had
you
my
losing
Nokia at the
cell.
time, the cell phones that didn't allow texting. It was yes, I had it on me. Yeah.
Okay. And my third question would be, um, actually, to be very honest, I don't think I need to ask questions because I think it's sort of like a true story.
You think
I
it's true?
really feel it's a true. Yes, I feel it's a true story because it's 1999 and there is no GPS and you are in some other place away from your home. So I think the probability is much, much higher of that happening. I really
Okay.
think it's true.
All right, so we're not going to say it now. We're going to let the viewers cast a vote now. And in that lovely break, we're going to show, we're going to play some great music. Actually, have you had time to explore the Uppbeat.io? You know, honestly, apart from the fact that I want to sponsor them, they are really cool because it's all free. So free for your content creation as well,
That's
Shivi. It's
true.
really a recommendation.
Yeah. It's actually pretty cool without any, copyright problems and
Yeah,
everything. So I really like it. Okay, let's go for Lofi Beats.
let me see if this works the other way around.
I think it will.
Yay, it works. Cool. So now the viewers have cast their vote. Now it is my turn actually to say whether this was true and go false.
That
It
means
was actually not true.
Oh God, I was very confident that it was true.
No, I always travel to the right destinations in my management consulting time, which was at least 8 years. So I always figured out where I have to go.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so now it's your turn.
Okay, good. Once I was host of a Zoom meeting. It was a really important client call. It was supposed to be for 60 minutes, and then I actually had to travel to some client site. but it got stretched and I could not see that it's going to get over. So I asked one of my colleagues that I will make her the co-host and I'll just leave. And I made her the co-host, and I didn't know that if I leave the call will be ended because I made her the co-host and not the host. And during some very important discussion, I just made her the co-host and I left. And I was just running around my house to, get my bag and everything. So I didn't pick up the call. And 30 minutes later, when I was driving, my colleague called me and she told me that you ended the meeting as well, and we could not enter because you were the host. So we had to sort of conduct it on the Google Meet. And I was like, okay. So what
Sorry
do you
that I'm
think?
laughing, but that could be one from me as well.
So what do you think, if
Okay.
it's true or not?
All right. Okay. So let me ask some questions. So when about was this?
This is about 2-3 months ago.
All right. And this was in your project management role, right?
Yes.
And did you have a chance? Actually, why did she not call you earlier? Like, why did your colleague not call you straight away when you were just rummaging around the house still?
Because my phone was on silent and I went out of my house. I went out of my room and I was just trying to collect everything that I
So you
wanted
didn't
because
watch
it
your
was a long
phone.
travel.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question, maybe. But as I got to know your lovely colleagues, this was not a bad thing, right? You managed to then kind of catch up on a call on a later moment. Were you able to do a second call with a client?
Yes, we did.
And they understood it?
Yes.
Okay, so I think this is true. Don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. So if this was true or false?
It was absolutely true. It did happen.
I thought that because this could be of me as well, because Zoom is Zoom is a wonderful tool, but sometimes when things have to go quick.
Yes, and it's tricky, and just small details that you miss out on, that you have to make the person co-host or a host. If you'll make somebody the co-host, what all privileges does that person have, and all the story behind it. So it's actually true. Lesson learned the hard way. So
So over the years, I developed this bulletproof interview technique that once even landed me 3 jobs in parallel at the same time. Now, you have to guess with your questions.
Sure. So were these interviews scheduled simultaneously? Were you giving a lot of interviews at that time?
At that time, I was actually applying for a new job and I was giving a lot of interviews in parallel. Yeah, I mean, in the same time window kind of thing. It was over the time of maybe a month or something.
Okay. And so that automatically means that you were in so much of practice of giving interviews that you knew the right answer to every question.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think any follow-up question is required. Knowing you are all about processes and establishing strategies and techniques. So I really think that you did establish some tool or some technique for yourself, and you can land 3 jobs at the same time. So I would say it's the ultimate truth for sure.
Okay, thank you, Shivi.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take the break here for the viewers to take a guess. Okay, and now I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So it's true.
Yes, it was absolutely true. And I had 3 offers at the same time. And then, I had to choose. And I hope I chose the right one at the time. But it was a funny situation.
I would love to be in your situation, by the way, where I have given and I have 3 options to choose from.
But Shivi, with all your talents, I'm sure you will have a similar one in your future. I'm sure, honestly. It always happens when you don't think it. Sorry?
Yeah, that is true. So initially, I started my career as a B2B corporate salesperson, and the product was prepaid cards. Okay. And we were given a long list of cold calling, clients and their numbers, their email IDs and everything. And by luck, I was able to close in 5 clients and they wanted the prepaid cards. However, one thing that I did was one person wanted 10 cards and another person wanted 100 cards, and I sort of mixed them. So the person who was supposed to receive 100 cards got 10 cards, and the person who was supposed to receive 10 cards got 100 cards.
Oh my
So it
God.
got mixed up by 1-0, and yeah, so that's what happened, but we were able to contain the situation.
All right. Okay. So, when about was that?
It was about 1.5 years back when I started my career. I was just done with my MBA degree and everything.
All right. And what did you do after you realized the mix-up? I mean, who realized it first? Was it you or your colleagues?
So it was me only. I was
Okay.
going just through the sheet and I was just reminiscing the conversation, and I was like, what I've documented is not aligning with what I remember. So I
All
sort
right.
of noticed it after a couple of days. So it
And
had
what did you
already
do once
was
you
on.
had
Yeah.
realized it? What did you do actually?
Managers to the rescue. I went to my manager, and she was a bit cranky. Okay, she
And
was.
what did you do for that not to happen again? Like, as in, what did you do on your follow-up calls? I mean,
Be
did you do
care.
anything to the
Be
client as well? Like, did you kind of write a little note to the client and that kind of thing to
Yes,
say, oh,
yes.
right,
I emailed them. I personally called them also, and I made sure that all the zeros are in their place, because I learned
yes.
that day that 1 0 can make a lot of difference. So yeah, I started to take care of all the zeros that I'm entering on my Excel sheet.
Okay, okay. And last question, how has this helped you now, like in your now job that you're in now, has this helped you in any way?
Yes, it absolutely has, because when I joined, I was a fresher. I didn't take in the seriousness of my job, right? I was just doing it. But now it has actually shaped me as more of a disciplined person, a very detail-oriented person, to sort of look into the granularity of everything.
I can
And
confirm that you are disciplined and that you look into the detail, definitely. So on
so
those grounds, yes, sorry.
that really shaped me up. That mistake really shaped up my further professional trajectory for sure.
And would you also confirm through that it's really that is true? This story just confirms it's like learning by mistakes. We have to experience things about ourselves
Yeah,
to see us like,
right,
okay, we have limits. And then you get, first of all, more aware of that and you do it better the next time, right?
right,
So
right.
now let's take a little music break
Okay.
for the viewers to cast their vote. And you know what is great about this Uppbeat platform? Also, every week they have new artists, really stuff
Okay.
that has been created by artists just there. And
Oh,
whatever you then want to use in your videos or in your created content, you have
mhm.
actually brand new music. It's not stuff that is just being conserved for
That's
like
cool.
years. It's actually brand.
Yeah.
I will actually link in some of my music videos as well, because I love that platform for just creating lovely, relaxation and motivation music videos. And they have
Study
so
music.
many.
They
Sorry.
have great great
Yeah.
study music and work music, which can go on behind while you're working. So
Exactly. And sometimes I
it's
leave it
really
even
cool.
for myself in the background because it calms me down. It's
Yeah.
like, it's really nice. If it's true or false, you could use fail or correct.
Okay. Mm,
It was false. No,
yes.
okay. No, but
You
you work so
were
professionally. I would have said
you,
actually it's true, but you work so professionally, yeah, it's true. You are so
but
detailed oriented.
your questions were making me really nervous that I might just give in. But yeah, it was fun.
All right, so thank you so much, dear Shivi, for playing this wonderful round of games of Would I Lie to You with me. And thank you to Uppbeat for actually letting us share with the viewers this great tool. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Alex, for thank you so much for inviting me, and I really, really enjoyed my time here. And
Me
Upbeat is
too. It was a pleasure.
Upbeat is actually a very cool platform, and I can't wait to use it for, especially for my LinkedIn content. So thank you so much for introducing this to me, and I'm going to spread the word for this for sure because it's something that I think everyone would want.
Yeah.
So